go to Tyrone, we can see that it's Niall Morgan in goals, a full back line of Aidan Clark, Nathan McCarron and Niall Devlin. In midfield, Brian Kennedy from winning an intermediate championship with Tyrone this year, along with Liam Gray. That is this Tyrone starting lineup. We will come to Derry after the anthem.
No.
So we got through half the Tyrone team. Formality's pretty much complete. Now it's over to Derry. There's Conor Glass giving his final instructions. The Derry starting team beginning today. We can see that Oran Lynch is back between the posts. Straight into midfield, we have Conor Glass wearing number 8 and Anton Tuchel. You might remember his father Anthony, one of the All-Ireland winners back in 1993. Really strong half-forward line with Ethan Doherty, Kieran McFall and Paul Cassidy. As for the full forward line, Shane McGuigan is 14. Look out for Lachlan Murray at 15. The Alliance League is ready for action. We're off and running at O'Neill's Healy Park. Anton Dole gets up into it. Breaking ball goes the way to Kieran McFall. And all the Tyrone players go filtering back. 12 inside their own half. Remember, 3 must be kept up at all times. But it's Derry in possession of the football. Chrissy McCaig spots a man inside him. Anton Dole again finds a teammate in red. Conor Doherty picked up a senior club football championship for Newbridge in the autumn, now representing Derry in Oma. Nice ball inside, almost slipped, just really illustrates the conditions. Ethan Doherty gets it on the right foot. Good score for Derry. Something that Ethan Doherty has with the plum. Good footballer, he's off and running.
Yeah, look.
Pointing to the referee, he's not happy with something. It's a really muddy area where he's to perform that goal kick, to even try and get a grip and not fall on his backside. That was a high challenge. Player goes down, play continues. Ethan Doherty, head up man coming at speed, gives it to him, gives it back. Derry still in possession of the football. Only one player in and around the box. Rogers might decide to go for it on a wet night from a long way out. It's an ambitious effort, audacious
Two-pointer.
What a score. First two-pointer we've seen in the league. 3 points to no score, and Brendan Rogers, the man to do it. And as you will know, Chrissy, well, Morgan striving through, he's going to get the man come to him. He's gone too deep, and the pass isn't as obvious as it once was. Frank Burns flies it over. Remember, the forward mark in that guise is no longer part of the rules. He creeps in, it's the wrong side of the post. Or is he going to give it? He is going to give it.
It's tight, but I thought it might just edged in, yeah.
Point has been given. Good score from Michael McKiernan. Back on his feet. Had to hit it high to avoid the block. It was tight, but the crucial thing, the umpire said yes. Tyrone's first score of the day, 11 minutes gone. Brian Kennedy did really well to pick up possession, did really well to win the free, because Anton Dole was bearing down on him. But again, the ball wasn't handed back to the player, which means the referee's brought it right up to the 21.
It's a harsh infringement for that.
So that's the example. So far, 11 minutes on the clock. That is the big example. It happened way out in the sideline in the middle of the park. The ball is now on the 21-metre line, pretty much in front of goal. Morris, that's a big change for us all to digest.
That's the rule. That's the new enhancement. So obviously the player didn't hand it back, but just I'm going to give you an example. That very same rule, we had it in the compromise rules.
Yeah.
Very same thing. happened once or twice and it was finished. It policed itself after that.
Ronan Cassidy knocks it over the bar, and with Jim Gavin on the GA Social on Monday night, and they were going through the rules. It was an important conversation, difficult to nail every single thing down, but the sense of what he said was, give it time, let the games take place, and the players are going to have to learn.
Yeah,
Now,
that's the big one.
That's the theory.
They'll have to learn.
We'll wait and see. I think we've said we'll wait and see about 10 times thus far. Matty Donnelly has the ball. McKiernan getting up as he always does, wearing number 6 in the back of his shirt today. Donnelly, famous number 14 on the back of his. Shea O'Hare jinks and turns, tries to get by his mask. Lovely stuff from O'Hare, gets the score.
Yeah.
And just going back on that one, that last point, when the ball was brought up to 50 metres, the player had the option to bring it up back outside the arc to score 2.
Shea O'Hare gets 1. 3 points apiece. Just like that, it changes. 13 minutes on the clock. Tyrone pushing right up and has the ball at his feet. High into the middle of the park. Anton Toll breaks it down to his man. Goes a little bit loose, however. Gilmore wins it back for Derry. Finds his man. It's always a tricky one for McGuigan to take. Bounced right at his feet. Come in at pace. That's wonderful stuff from Derry. Here comes McGuigan. Tries to get her on the left. Knew he was going to be blocked down. Had to kick it high. Super block from Burns. There's a referee in the middle of that as well. Turnover goes the way of Tyrone. Now, will they be tempted to go for it? You could see just off camera Darren McCurry was trying to get rid of his man, but again, the temptation didn't merit hitting the long ball in. Tyrone maintain possession and find themselves lower side of the 45. So this is the bit when you're waiting for the goalkeeper to come up and try and provide himself the extra player, and there he comes. Morgan. He's going to go for it off the right boot. Skies off it. It's going to stay in play, however. Drop on ball. Players go for it. Fisted away. Leans back. Darren McCurry gets the score for Tyrone. It's amazing still, for all that's said and done. A missed kick high into the box. Breaking ball. You win the breaking ball, you get the shot away for everything that comes into it.
Yeah, look, it creates a bit of chaos, doesn't it? But
Line. Lynch kicks it high down the middle. Won by Brian Kennedy. Kick goes to a man with plenty of pace. Shawnee O'Donnell racing his way through. O'Donnell tries to thread through. It's a lovely ball inside. Real chance for Tyrone. Wrong side of the post and wide. Darren McCurry, you wouldn't have wanted it to come to a better man. He wasn't far away, but far enough. Lovely gifted pass inside. Big moment in this football match. O'Donnell is coming more and more into the match as it progresses. Shea O'Hare has had plenty of ball. McCurry picks it up. He's got Aidan Clark making a decoy run, perhaps. That time it was Liam Gray that had it. Matty Donnelly tries to flick it through. Delicate pass inside. Real chance. Brilliant save from Lynch.
brilliant save. Good movement from Tyrone and good hands from Matty Donnelly.
It was a lovely lofted pass, and it was a brilliant run from Brian Kennedy, who came in at pace. He kept it low, but Lynch made the goal look small, used his feet, continued on his run, gets the ball, spreads the play out this right hand side. McGuigan is fouled. McGuigan takes the solo and go himself. Back to Rogers, spots the man outside. A little solo. He's going to go for it out on the right. Is it good? It's tight. It's over the bar. Paul Cassidy with the score. Now, was it outside the arc?
It was tight, wasn't it? No, it was inside.
No, it's inside.
Well, he's outside the green arc that was painted a little bit before, which was painted over with green, so they had another go at it.
Well, he's outside the official arc. Is that okay?
He's outside the official arc. He's in.
Overloading the far side.
Spotted well. McKiernan still going. McKiernan still going. What a goal this could be! What a goal it is! The Kalyle and the Fianna man just would not go for the point. He kept going and going, and whenever the goal looked as if it was unlikely to happen, he roofed it into the top of the net, and Tyrone get the crucial score just before the break.
Yeah, and it's Niall Morgan's ability each time Tyrone attack to come in and create that 12v11.
Fall before throwing. There was a hurling match that Derry beat Tyrone here at Healy Park before the football match, and it was blizzard-like conditions, so it is definitely a difficult kick. McGuigan curls it in beautifully. Will take great confidence. 30 minutes on a cold night and that's your first free, and you ping it over from there. It says a lot about the footballer, but that will come as no surprise to many people. 1-5 plays 5. Kick out for Tyrone. Derry pressing up to an extent that's just pretty much man for man. Out it goes. Rogers gets the run up for it, allows it to scoop into the honey basket. Here come Derry. There's a chance of a quick break. Cassidy, he's got a player. Kieran McFall might go for it himself, taps it over the bar. 7 seconds from kick out to ball over the bar. McKiernan again. Confidence after a goal, would like to get a point. Hits the umpire, and after he's been hit, says yes, it's a point.
Derry probably need to put a tagger in Michael McKiernan, because that's 1-1 and he's punching holes a bit.
Donnelly and McAvoy. McAvoy still tags his man, doesn't even look at the play, just making sure he's not going to weave into an area where he's not wanted. Was that a tug back? Referee allows play to continue. The kick comes in, corner back. Niall Devlin, who's a gifted footballer in attack and defence, gets the important score.
That's the hooter.
Yep.
That is the hooter. So there you go, gents. The game has reached its halfway point. But the more things change, the more sometimes, Chrissy, it feels like they stay the same. There hasn't been, and I don't think anybody's expecting a landslide of a change. A couple of moments. The one big thing, not giving the ball back to your opponent, and it's been penalised. And we haven't seen a lot of it in terms of brought right up to the 21-metre line.
That was great, thanks.
In the Alliance League, Derry and Tyrone. It is Tyrone who lead by 4. David Coldrick just checking with his officials, with the two big boys in the middle of the park. Of course, that's Brian Kennedy, Tyrone and Derry Loughlin, and Anton Tuchel, or Brian Kennedy, Tyrone and Derry Loughlin, Anton Tuchel, Derry and Swatra. Ball thrown in, and we're off and running yet again. Challenge comes in illegally, so there's going to be a free in for Tyrone. Getting a tough time down there, Chrissy. Half time. It's going to start a rumour that you're back playing for Derry next week by the looks of things.
Turnover.
Turnover goes the way of Derry. Brilliantly scooped away by Brendan Rogers. All of a sudden you can see a burst of pace. Toho gives the man inside, continues on his run, gets it. He's a man outside, 2 of them in fact. Conor Glass might go himself for goal! What a strike from Conor Glass! That's exactly what he meant to do as well. Top corner, glances and smiles at the referee. It was no fluke. You could tell that he was thinking about the point, looked at the goal and decided to go for it. What a finish.
Special finish from a special player, let's be honest, Thomas. Just what Derry needed.
Incredible goal from Conor Glass, who did exactly the same thing here. McFall changes direction. Doherty. Shot comes in. It's inside the arc, but is it between the posts? The umpire says yes. It's almost a Shane McGuigan special. And despite being 4 points down at the break, Derry find themselves level.
Yeah, a really good response. The Conor Glass goal set the tone, but that was a really good strike too. I suppose it doesn't do it justice how hard that strike was against our breeze, but at the minute Derry looked to be in the ascendancy.
Doherty again, back to Rodgers.
Oh, that's the one that kills you.
50-50 ball given away. This is trouble. It's 3-on-3 up front. Brian Kennedy still going, however, like a steam train in the middle of the park. Darren McCurry avoids 2 tackles, still has possession. Who can he give it to? That's the question for Tyrone. And eventually Peter Teague picks it up.
It's a great scramble from Derry. Conor Doherty in particular got a bit of contact on Brian just to stop him up, but still alive.
Pass inside, quick flick over. Donnelly might go for it, fists it with the help of the crossbar. A little kissing over the bar it goes. And again, the punishing nature of Gaelic football. You push up, you push up. A little kick pass just doesn't quite work out, provides a 50-50 turnover ball and ends up over the bar. Dubbed by Niall Devlin. Free goes short, free goes backwards. Ball in play. Baker gives it back to McGuigan, gives it go. It's trademark McGuigan. Ball seals over the crossbar.
Good score.
Good kick, yeah. Well worked.
He just loves that giving and taking the return pass, and without a solo or a bounce, eyes it up and lofts it over the bar. Over that vanishing foam when he painted an arc earlier on today as well. But that's something that you see. We're very familiar watching soccer.
Yeah.
But again, particularly when it's close in and every stealing a few yards counts.
So if you step across it, does it?
Free out.
Okay. Well, there's one that David's missed there, because Shane definitely finished beyond the line.
What's that? We're very wary of the 2-pointer.
Morgan picks up possession.
Mark.
Lovely ball inside, real chance for Tyrone. Will they go for goal? Surely it's going to end up in the back of the net. Kicked in. Goal it is for Tyrone.
I think it would have been an advanced mark, Morris, would it, if they had I think.
Just wondering, did they kick it from outside 45? Did they?
I think he did, yeah.
Well, it's Niall Devlin, I think, that's got it. The umpire raises the green flag. The critical score surely has come with 10 minutes on the clock. His club and county colleague back again to Lynch. Goes his way through, needs help, finds Murphy. Murphy surely fouled. Referee, will he give the advantage? Ball goes loose. I think he said plays continues. No free has been given. Ball is still goose. And the referee has blown the whistle.
And not one player is questioning.
Nobody's saying a thing. Ball thrown in.
Chrissy,
and Tyrone in it.
I say you're delighted that rule. You're not here for that rule.
I can't believe it, Morris.
Players learn quicker than you may think. O'Donnell does really well. Here goes O'Donnell. 10 racing against 10. O'Donnell moving his way through, trying to side through Derry defence. The kick comes in. Is it good? Is it what? Super score from Owen McElhone.
Piece of magic from Sean O'Donnell.
Yeah, Sean O'Donnell, yeah.
Really good. Ethan Doherty does unbelievably well to track him back too and get him. But great finish from Owen McElhone when he can do that. There's a bit of stardust with him. Said at half time he's been so unassuming and just solid, not spectacular but solid in this second half. The minute ball goes through his hands, he's just a class player.
Class player scoring class points, and again barking his instructions to everybody else to make sure their own song for the kick out. The gap is now 4. 2-10 to 1-9.
Oh.
Tried to play it over the top into the path of glass instead. Kilpatrick has it. Kick comes in. Beautiful score. Owen McElhone has been on the field of play 10 minutes. He scored 2 from play. And the loudest cheer of the night has come for that man coming on the field of play. Mark Bradley back in the red and white of Tyrone. Morgan again, just such a solid individual. And you could just see him playing on for another couple of years yet. Darren McCurry decides to go for the kick, decides to go for the point, and Darren McCurry, well, maybe that's the loudest cheer of the evening.
2 score
at Healy
pointer.
Park. 2-12 plays 1-9. All of a sudden the gap is 6 and we're into injury time. Chrissy McCaig, the Alliance man of the match.
Probably hasn't been a massive standout performer in the second half, but I think maybe for his contribution in the first half, Michael McKernan just shades it.
Bits and pieces. We're going to see more bits and pieces as the year progresses, but what have you made?
Okay, first thing was just here out and just on the edge of the 20-metre line. David was going to throw the ball up. Not one player said a word to him.
Nobody said anything. That's the big takeaway from Maurice Deegan. There's been plenty of takeaways. The Derry and Tyrone teams will siphon through the footage and do all the review and analysis, but it will show that Tyrone have won 2-12 to 1-9. They've been the better team on the day. They leave Healy Park with 2 valuable league points. As for Derry, well, it hasn't quite happened today, but it's early days, still so much to go. The Alliance League is off and running. We are ready for action as the supporters come on the field to play. Derry, they go into the changing room.